Okay, so we're looking at pie charts and divided bar graphs. I'm actually not going to draw an example of a pie graph today, but what I will say is it is important to use a protractor if you can when dividing up the pie graph. Okay, so your teacher will cover that more with you in class, but if you are drawing a pie graph, try to divide it up evenly. So in question 6 here, it says a group of Year 7 students was polled on their favourite foods, and the results are shown in this pie chart. If 40 students participated in the survey, find out how many of them chose chocolate, chips, fruit and pies. Okay, so here this is where we would need to find a fair representation of how many people have been equally divided into here. So in the chocolate area, there is half. So I know straight away that half of the people ate chocolates. All right, so I can make that assumption straight away. So chocolate equals 20 people. Chips is a quarter. So a quarter of 40 is 10. And then we've got a situation here where we've got a little more than a quarter. So fruit takes up more than a quarter and pies takes up just less than a quarter. So a quarter of 40 people, all right, and remembering that we've already counted for 20 people in here, 10 people in here, so we've got 10 people left in this quadrant. Now I'm going to say that fruit accounts for 6 and pies accounts for 4. That's without using a protractor and without dividing up that quarter evenly, but I'm pretty confident that the pies is just over a quarter. Sorry, the pies is just under a quarter and the fruit is just over a quarter. So I'm going to say 6 here and 4 there. And I think I should be pretty close to the answer. So fruit equals 6 and the pies equal 4. Now obviously your answer should always end up back at the total number. So in this case it's 40. Health experts are worried about what these results mean. They would like fruit to appear more prominently in the pie graph and to not have the chocolate sector next to the chips. Redraw the pie chart so this is the case. Alright, so what they're saying is redraw this pie chart, okay, and make it so that the chips and the chocolate aren't next to each other. I'll let you work that out. But for C, it says another 20 students were surveyed. 10 of these students chose chocolate and the other 10 chose chips. Their results are to be included in the pie graph. Of the 4 sectors in the graph, state which sector will increase in size. Okay, so which sector is going to increase in size? Well, put it this way. Let's just quickly come back to our original results. Okay, so here this accounts for half of the people. Okay, that accounts for a quarter. All right, and then we have what's left down here. Now, I want you to consider this. If I add another 20 people to this whole thing, we will have 60 people. 10 people go to the chocolate, so that means chocolate will account for 30 people, okay? And out of 60, that is still half. So chocolate's share of the pie chart is not going to go up at all, okay? Whereas chips have gone from 10 to 20 people, okay? And 20 out of 60 is a third. So there we can see that the chips sector has gone from a quarter to a third, which is larger. So we can say confidently that the chips section will be going up. Which one will decrease in size? Well, both the pies and fruit are going to decrease in size. So for that one, pies and fruit will go down. And for the last one, the question asks, which one's going to stay the same size? Well, we know that already. We worked that out. The chocolate will, because it's still going to have a half share.